Do you want to speak English more confidently? Today, I will teach you 75 essential English phrases that you can use in daily conversations. First, I'll say each phrase twice. Then, I'll explain the meaning in simple words. Finally, I'll repeat it again so you can practice with me. Are you ready? Let's get started. Expressing emotions and reactions. I was over the moon when I got the job. I was over the moon when I got the job. Use the phrase over the moon to express extremely happy. I was over the moon when I got the job. It hit me hard when I heard the news. It hit me hard when I heard the news. Hit me hard means something had a strong emotional impact for someone. It hit me hard when I heard the news. I was in complete shock. I couldn't believe it. I was in complete shock. I couldn't believe it. Use this phrase to describe extreme surprise. I was in complete shock. I couldn't believe it. I felt a huge sense of relief. I felt a huge sense of relief. Sense of relief means you were worried but then felt better. I felt a huge sense of relief. It was such a letdown. I expected more. It was such a letdown. I expected more. Use the expression letdown to describe that something is disappointing. It was such a letdown. I expected more. Giving advice and suggestions. If I were in your shoes, I'd do it differently. If I were in your shoes, I'd do it differently. A way to give advice by imagining yourself in someone else's position. If I were in your shoes, I'd do it differently. You might want to consider a different approach. You might want to consider a different approach. This is a polite way to suggest an alternative. You might want to consider a different approach. One thing you could try is changing your strategy. One thing you could try is changing your strategy. Use this phrase when you want to suggest a different idea. One thing you could try is changing your strategy. It's worth giving it a shot before making a final decision. It's worth giving it a shot before making a final decision. Use this phrase to encourage someone to try something. It's worth giving it a shot before making a final decision. A word of advice, don't rush into it. A word of advice, don't rush into it. Use this when giving a friendly warning. A word of advice, don't rush into it. Expressing opinions and making arguments. From my perspective, this seems like the best option. From my perspective, this seems like the best option. This means, in my opinion. You use it when sharing a personal point of view. From my perspective, this seems like the best option. I strongly believe that this is the right approach. I strongly believe that this is the right approach. This phrase shows confidence in your opinion about something. I strongly believe that this is the right approach. It's a matter of personal preference, but I'd choose this. It's a matter of personal preference, but I'd choose this. Use this when saying that something depends on personal choice. It's a matter of personal preference, but I'd choose this. I can see both sides of the argument, but I tend to agree with. I can see both sides of the argument, but I tend to agree with. This shows that you understand different opinions but agree with one. I can see both sides of the argument, but I tend to agree with. What I mean is that we should consider all the options. What I mean is that we should consider all the options. I use this to help others understand your opinion better. What I mean is that we should consider all the options. Making promises and commitments. I'll get back to you on that. I'll get back to you on that. This means you don't have an answer yet, but will respond later. I'll get back to you on that. I swear I won't let you down. I swear I won't let you down. You use this when you want to promise someone you won't disappoint them. I swear I won't let you down. You can count on me. You can count on me. This means the person can trust you in any difficult situation. You can count on me. I'll do my best to sort it out. I'll do my best to sort it out. This phrase means you will try your hardest to solve the problem. I'll do my best to sort it out. Expressing gratitude. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate it. A simple but powerful way to say thank you to someone. I really appreciate it. I'm forever grateful. I'm forever grateful. This means you will always appreciate something someone did for you. I'm forever grateful. Much obliged. Much obliged. A slightly formal way to say, thank you very much. Much obliged. Endless thanks for everything. Endless thanks for everything. A strong way to say you appreciate someone a lot. Endless thanks for everything. Expressing agreement and disagreement. I couldn't agree more. I couldn't agree more. This is a strong way to say, I totally agree with you. I couldn't agree more. That makes perfect sense. That makes perfect sense. This phrase is used when you understand someone's logic. That makes perfect sense. I beg to differ. I beg to differ. This is a polite way to disagree with someone. I beg to differ. I see where you're coming from, but... I see where you're coming from, but... Use this when you understand someone's point but have a different opinion. I see where you're coming from, but... Talking about achievements and goals. I take great pride in my work. I take great pride in my work. Take pride in means feeling proud of something. I take great pride in my work. I've made significant progress in my studies. I've made significant progress in my studies. When you say significant progress means big improvements. I've made significant progress in my studies. One of my long-term goals is to master English. One of my long-term goals is to master English. When you say long-term goal, it means something you want to achieve in the future. One of my long-term goals is to master English. I'm on track to complete the project by next month. I'm on track to complete the project by next month. On track means progressing well towards a goal. I'm on track to complete the project by next month. I'm determined to succeed no matter what. I'm determined to succeed no matter what. Use this phrase to show that you are sure you will succeed. I'm determined to succeed no matter what. If you want to achieve your goal of learning English easily and quickly, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, give this video a like, and share it. See you in the next video.